Good Saturday morning, Facebook and YouTube. How you doing? I am Kendrick, the sports guy, and welcome to my sports show. We're previewing. Guess what time it is? NFL Wild Card Weekend, and specifically Saturday. NFL Wild Card Saturday. Excuse me, is going down. We got two games today, and then we have three on tomorrow, which is Sunday, January the 11th. And then we have one more on Monday night on ESPN. Wild Card Weekend, it goes down on today. Again, I am Kendrick, the sports guy. I hope you are having a great weekend. It is a little chilly here in Texas. Ooh, that cold front moved in. Got a brother feeling some type of way, but that's neither here nor there. We're going to be inside watching some football. Matter of fact, we started last night with that Indiana and Oregon game, and let's just say Indiana, they didn't come to play. They gave Oregon the business last night, and so we got a setup for the Natty, the national championship that is in college football. We got Indiana Hoosiers, who would have thought it, playing for a national championship in college football versus the U, those Miami Hurricanes. And my guy, Hall of Famer Michael Irvin, is he going to be BTAing some of them Hoosiers? We're going to see on Monday night, January the 19th, which so happens, by the way, is my born day. That is right around the corner. So again, I am Kendrick the sports guy again. Make sure you come in, like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. That is Kendrick Sports Hustle. That's SportzHustle, as well as TFG Sports Media on YouTube. Doesn't cost you a dime. Make sure you like and follow them both on Facebook. Again, Kendrick Sports Hustle, as well as TFG Sports Media. You can follow me on Instagram at Kendrick1969, and you can also follow me on TikTok, Kendrick Henderson 51, which, by the way, it goes down in my TikTok chat every time I do a live stream, and I'm about to go live over there too. Simultaneously, I'm gonna be live on TikTok as well as Facebook and YouTube, talking NFL Wild Card Weekend. So make sure you check me out. Make sure you follow me over there as well. You can also see my Packers backdrop, really nice over there. It's a still photo that I use, that I run through my green screen, but you know, it is what it is. Hopefully, we're gonna get to that point on Facebook and YouTube. Just got to upgrade I got to give me a better laptop to live stream through, and we working on that. So we're gonna try to get it done over here as well. So if you're watching me on Facebook and YouTube, make sure you comment, make sure you like, make sure you share this, and specifically make sure you comment. Let me know you watching and where you watching from. Don't be hiding in the bushes. Come on and holler at your boy. We talking NFL Wild Card Weekend for a few minutes, because then it goes down at 3:30 p.m. the first game. So, but hold tight. Don't go anywhere. I'm about to go live on TikTok as well. Sit tight. Grab you some popcorn, and let's chat a taste. As my good brother Lamar Falk, who says that, or the Real Estate Insider. If you haven't followed him and subscribed to him, make sure you do that as well. You can follow him on Facebook and subscribe to his channel on YouTube. So hold tight. Don't go nowhere. Here we go. Good Saturday morning, TikTok. How you doing? I am Kendrick, the sports guy, and it is NFL Wild Card Weekend. Welcome to my channel, though. We're going to do some of the preliminaries, and we're going to give you a preview of both games that's going down today. That is on Saturday, January the 10th. But make sure you come in, tap that screen, get them likes up. Make sure you let me know where you're watching from. I saw Alley Cat. Good Saturday to you. Popped in. I hope you're having a good weekend. Again, I am Kendrick, the sports guy. Welcome to my channel, where we talk pretty much sports, NFL, a little bit of everything, but we also mainly talk about my Packers and the NFL. If you don't know, now you know. I'm a Packers fan, as you can see in my backdrop. And before I get into that, it's actually a still photo that I'm running through my green screen. Everybody asked me about that background, about my man cave. I call it the Packers chat room / man cave, where it's a safe space for all NFL fans, specifically the NFC North fans, to come in here and we can talk a little NFL, talk a little trash at the same time, as long as we keep it respectful. We can get it in. Yep, see, here goes the DOC. It's LOSE, not LOOSE. See the doc? Next time, do a spell check before you come in here talking crap. No, we're not going to lose. You're saying we're going to lose. Do a spell check next time, brother. I'm good, Isaacs. How you doing? You know what? You should have deleted it and corrected it. The doc, yeah, the lose. We're gonna lose. The doc says the Packers are gonna lose. Y'all remember that? I got you, the doc. Good Saturday to you, man. How you doing? Let me know where you're watching from. Y'all make sure y'all tap that screen, get some likes up. Also, if you haven't followed me here before, I am Kendrick, the sports guy. Also, the final meeting. We are here. What's up, J Babbler 13? We are here. It is going down today. Y'all go come in and make sure you let me know where you're watching from. Go Pack Go. I see you. Hey, the doc. I'm good. I'm good. In you in NC? That's what's up. Miss Michelle is in GB in Green Bay. That's what's happening. What up, Terrell? Or is it Terrell? Hopefully I pronounced that right. I'm assuming it's Terrell, like Terrell Owens. I could be wrong. Go Pack Go from Minnesota. I see you. Bears by a million. BTA. All right, Bears guy. It's the third time. It's time for the Bears to show what we made of. All right. You must be a Chicagoan, Terrell. Hopefully I'm saying that right, or Terrell. I don't know. You may not be from Chicago, but that's what's up. North Carolina's in the house. I see you, Larry McCall, Sean. Go Pack. What are your thoughts on? Hey, Andy, we're going to get to some of that. But, we're going to talk about the games on today. Terrell, got you. I don't want to mispronounce nobody's name. What's up, Gas Man? Nixon getting cooked today. We're going to see. Oh, Eagles host the Panthers. No, actually, the Eagles host the 49ers, Jay. The Panthers host the LA Rams, like Terrell Owens. Okay, because he pronounces his name Terrell. It's not Terrell. Okay, but it is Terrell. Damn, I'm sorry for what's coming. All right, I see you. Oh, next round. Okay, Jay. Well, we getting ahead of ourselves, Jay. We can't. Yeah, he pronounces his name Terrell. Yeah. You can't get ahead of ourselves. We got to talk about the games that's going down today first before what's going on. Possibly suspect. Good morning to you. Hope you. Okay, it's Terrell. Got you. Hope everything is going well. So again, make sure you tap that screen, share this live as well. And also, if you haven't, follow me right here on TikTok at Kendrick Henderson 51. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channels. Those channels are Kendrick Sports Hustle, that's SPORTZHUSTLE, as well as TFG Sports Media on YouTube. Doesn't cost you a dime. If you are on the other social media platform, Facebook, you can follow them both there. Again, that's Kendrick Sports Hustle as well as TFG Sports Media. And you can also follow me on Instagram at Kendrick1969. Terrell, appreciate that follow. Nah, Pack all the way, fam. What's up, Connor? Appreciate you popping in. So again, it is NFL Wild Card Weekend. We got 2 games today. We got 3 games tomorrow. And then we got the one Monday night game, Texans at the Steelers. Noah, appreciate the follow. Good Saturday to you. Connor, thanks for the follow. Appreciate the follow. The run defense is a so-so spec, but let's go. I agree. Hey, what's going on? I see you. Hi, how you doing? I missed that one. Texans 2026 Super Bowl champs. Where you at in Texas? Texas boy 2019. By the way, I am in Texas. If you don't know, I'm Wisconsin-born, Texas raised. Just to give you a quick background, I was born in the 414, Brew City, Milltown, baby. I was born in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. But I was Texas raised. My late mother, peace be upon her, was from Texas, a little small town. She was born in Nacogdoches, Texas, the oldest town in the state. But I've been in Texas pretty much most for my teenage years on up. But I'm a Packers fan. Waukesha is in the house. I know where that is. What's happening? So that's my Texas connection. Again, Wisconsin born, Texas raised. I know where Baytown is. Yes, sir. What's up, James? We got some Bears fans in my chat. I'm telling you, Facebook and YouTube, it goes down on live on my chat in TikTok. If you haven't followed me there, make sure you come follow me at Kendrick Henderson 51 on TikTok. Independence, Wisconsin. What's happening? Big Dog, OG2, Nebraska from Chicago. May the best team win. Bear down. It's game day, baby. Let's go. It is that. It is. It is game day. Everybody keeps saying Nixon is toast. That is his nickname because he's been getting toasted. But you know what? All that's out the window. The regular season is over. What's up, Durante? Glad to see you back in the spot, in the chat. Let's go, Pack, already. What up, Big Plays? What's happening? It's honestly made the best man win. I got my homies watching the game. That's what's up, Terrell. Bears are going to be hard to beat. It's gonna be hey, we gonna be fighting an uphill battle. Yeah. No, I didn't. Asking me, did I hit the wood? No, no, I did not. I'm sorry. What's going to happen to you today? We got again. We thought let's throw all that other stuff out the window. What happened a few weeks back? That ain't today. What happened when we beat the Bears a couple of weeks prior to that? That ain't today. It's all a clean slate for every team in the playoffs now. Go Bears. Whatever. Last time the Bears beat the Packers in the playoffs was 1 week after Pearl Harbor. And you know what? I did read that. That is true. That is the last time the Bears beat the Packers in playoffs. But again, that's history, man. That was then, this is now. I think history does have context. You can use that for some context, but at the end of the day, that was then, this is now. Yeah, them Hoosiers did that thing last night. But let's talk about the first game that kicks off at 3:30 p.m. on Fox. We got the fifth seeded LA Rams that come in at 12-5 versus the fourth seeded Carolina Panthers at 8-9. Again, that kicks off at 3:30 p.m. on Fox. The Panthers defeated the Rams a couple of weeks ago in Charlotte, 31-28 in Week 13, and the Panthers are 10.5-point underdogs at home. 10.5. That's a big, big, big underdog. I don't know if they 10.5-point underdogs, but I do have them as underdogs. So now, again, first meeting, the Panthers, they ran the football on this LA Rams squad. Matter of fact, a buddy of mine is a big Rams fan, Sean, a good brother, Sean Williams. The first meeting, the Panthers, in which the Panthers ran the football on us when they came to Lambeau back in November. The Panthers ran for 164 yards on the ground, and Bryce Young actually played one of his better games as a NFL starter. He was 15 for 20, 206 yards, 3 TDs, and the Panthers defense forced 3 turnovers. I don't think that is going to happen this time around. Do I think the Rams going to win? I appreciate that follow, King. I do think the Rams are going to win. I don't think that D is going to force 3 turnovers. I don't think Matthew Stafford is going to go through. I think he threw like 2 or 3 interceptions, maybe 2, and I think it was a fumble. I don't think that's going to happen this time. Devontae Adams is back. He had missed the last couple of games with a hamstring injury. Obviously, they got Puka Nacua, as well as that they got that good 1-2 running back tandem with Kyron Williams and Blake Corum, who ran the football pretty good against the Panthers the first time as well. The Rams do have the top-rated passing offense in the league, and they also have the 7th-ranked rushing offense, again, with Kyron Williams and Blake Corum. So I think if the Rams jump out on this team early, I think it's going to be tough for Carolina to put this thing in the win column. But again, all teams are 0-0. What happened in Week 13 is Week 13. Again, the Panthers upset the Rams, who was on is Love. Yes, Love is playing tonight. Richie, he is. Appreciate that follow, Big Plays. So I think the Rams are gonna, I think the Carolina Panthers will make it interesting for the first probably 25 minutes, maybe. And then I think that's going to, I think the Rams are going to win this game. Now, the Panthers haven't won a playoff game in 10 years. The last time they won a playoff game, I believe Cam Newton was their quarterback. And, speaking of Cam Newton, Cam Newton will be beating the drum. You know that ritual they do at the Panthers home games. He will be back. And I think it's called Gillette Stadium, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. I think that's the name of it. So he will be back. He's had a rocky relationship with Carolina ever since he's left there. But according to reports, he will be the guy to beat the drum. What's up, the Bears? I see you. Go Bears in the house. Baytime, I see you. It is Gillette Stadium. I couldn't remember if it was or not. All these stadiums get rebranded and get different sponsorship. I just don't remember. I can't keep up when they get new names. It's Bank of America Stadium. Okay, see, see, that's why I'm a Packers fan. It's gonna forever be Lambeau Field. It's gonna forever be Lambeau Field. So yeah, they're your Indiana Bears. I hope that doesn't happen, Gage. Yeah, I hope that doesn't happen. I don't see Chicago moving, that the Bears moving out of Chicago. But money talks, BS walks, as they say. So speaking of the Panthers, going back to them, they have 31 players on their roster with no playoff experience. Now, does that mean that they can't come in and win? No, that doesn't. But that does mean that you have 31, half your roster had never been in a playoff game before. So Dave Canales is gonna have, hopefully he got his guys ready. But I think they got a tough hill to plow. Uh, again, I think the Rams are gonna the Panthers gonna make it interesting early. Got your cheese grater today, El Senor Rocco. You always say it, son. What's happening? Good Saturday to you. You want Stefan? We're gonna talk about these head coaches here in just a minute. What's up, Vinny? Good Saturday morning to you. Good luck to you too. I couldn't see that. I missed your name, but good luck to them Bears, the Green Bay Trash. You mean you misspelled good, Corey, 8633. Yeah, but okay, you probably a Bears fan, so I get it. Say Cancun on 3. Good one, Carson. So you saying we get ready to go fishing? Vinny, I appreciate that follow. Been appreciate that follow too. So a lot of these Bears fans in my chat over here said I might as well go ahead and get my fishing gear, get my fishing hat and all that, because we about to go fishing. Nah, not so fast. Not so fast, young grasshopper. Not so fast. You're a Bears fan. I figure that Packers and Steelers Super Bowl would feed the world. That would, but I don't think that's gonna happen, brother. I don't think that's gonna happen. But the Steelers backdoored in this thing, didn't he? So again, I got the Rams beating the Carolina Panthers 30-17. Good luck to what up, Keno? And bear down, Keno. You like me? Okay, I said it for you, Keno. Bear down. Damn it. I'm a Bears fan, but let's have a GG Green Bay. Okay, there. Hey, I think it is going to be a good game. That's a great room you got there to spectate rest of the playoffs as an unemotional bystander. Thank you, bullshit-o. Yeah, I appreciate that. I think that was a backhanded compliment. Yeah, I believe that was hey man, hey. No, oh, we backed in too. Nah, we didn't, because we didn't have to play our final game to get in. The Steelers wet the bed and lost to the Browns, which if they would have did that Sunday, they wouldn't even have had to even play that last game to get in. So no, we actually did not back in. Thank you, sir or ma'am. I think that was a sir, but thank you. But that's neither here nor there. It don't matter how you get there, ladies and gentlemen, just as long as you get there. He said, Jared, oh, you tired of us Green Bay fans? Well, we ain't going nowhere, Jeremy Smith. We ain't going nowhere. You might as well just tune us out. But I'm glad you're here, though, brother. Hope you follow me. Follow me right here on TikTok. Don't cost you a dime. I promise you, I won't be I'm not that obnoxious. I try not to be. But I appreciate you popping in for the chat. Appreciate the love. Matter of fact, while you're here, share the live. Why don't you do that? All right, let's get to the game that everybody is really want to talk about. Panthers. I'm sorry. We already talked about the Panthers. Number 7 seeded Green Bay Packers. We come in at 9-7-1. 414 in the house. What's up, Mr. G007? That's where my born city is. I'm born in the 414, baby. Milltown. That's sad when your fan base is going for the opposite team every week. Who you talking about, Melv Dog? I'm not, but okay. Sometimes you got to root for the other team. I don't know, but who you talking about, my guy? But the 7-seeded Packers, we are at the 2nd-seeded Bears, who come in at 11-6. They won the NFC North for the first time since 2018. And this is, it ain't really much to say about this game, ladies and gentlemen. This is the oldest rivalry in the NFL, and in my opinion, the best rivalry in the NFL. And there's a couple of other ones that's ranked up there, but obviously I'm gonna feel a little bit more biased toward this. I moved out of Milwaukee right before I started high school, Steve. Yeah. Yep. So we'll move to Texas, by the way. That's where I'm at. So this is going to be a great, it's part three. Both teams split home and home in the 2025 season. Again, you know what happened the last time these teams met. We lost. Packers lost to the Bears in overtime, 22-16, with Caleb Williams throwing a hell of a pass to DJ Moore on Keyshawn Nixon, who got his ass burnt, and he deserves so. He deserves so after that cheap shot he did earlier. So I ain't have a problem with him getting burnt. But that's neither here nor there. Sports Bricks, appreciate the follow. And it's time to get it on. 7 p.m. Amazon Prime. I hate that they put this on Amazon Prime though, but I got it, so it ain't no big thing for me. I'm gonna watch it anyway. Bear says I feel sorry for the livestock in Wisconsin tonight. I would be so sad at you know what? Let's not say hey, we're not going into this thing think we're gonna lose. We going into this thing feeling like we can win. As such, and the Bears are. I mean, we both teams feeling confident. Both teams, we split home and home, and now it's the sequel. Uh, Jordan Love is playing tonight. He's had pretty good success versus the Bears since he's been the starter. In 6 games, he's thrown 9 touchdowns and only 2 interceptions. No pack, no. I see you, Tony. I feel you. I feel the love coming through the screen, but we going. My guy Trusty says Green Bay 34-21. I want a Packers Steelers Super Bowl. T Slack 25 says Malik Willis is out. Yeah. Malik Willis is out. Hopefully we won't need what's his name? Mr. Name that tune. Clayton, name that tune. But we also signed Desmond Ridder, who I think is probably going to be the number 2 guy behind Jordan Love on tonight. Speaking of quarterbacks, let's talk about the Bears quarterback, Caleb Williams. He threw for a franchise record 3,942 yards, 27 touchdowns, and only 7 interceptions. Caleb Williams has been playing pretty good, solid football at that position for the last couple of weeks. So that's no shade. That's just giving my honest football take. What is my confidence level in the Packers tonight? I'm going to give you that no turfs bad, 1 through 10. My confidence level is probably around a 6. So, that's my confidence level. So Caleb Williams, put up some prayers on J Love. We right now. As you know, Jordan Love hadn't played in a couple of weeks after he suffered that concussion versus the Bears a couple of weeks ago. So he hadn't played in a couple of weeks. So hopefully he's gonna be ready. So it's time to shine. It's win or go home. So it is what it is. Now, speaking of injuries, guys, ladies and gentlemen, I got to tell you, Dontavian Wicks is out for today. He is not playing today due to a concussion. And you all know all the injuries we have. And this is not making any excuses at all, Bears fans. I'm just reading our injury list. The Packers have been a walking mass unit for the past month or so. Ending the season on 4 losses and Jordan coming in, that's not a good thing. I totally agree. You brought up a point where I was going to go. Yeah. We've lost 4 in a row. That's not good coming into a playoff game. That you want to be clicking on all cylinders and have a fairly healthy roster coming into your playoff game. We're not healthy, nor are we clicking on all cylinders. Again, Dontavian Wicks is out. He's not playing today. Savion Williams has been put on injured reserve, so he's not playing. Wide receiver, cornerback Bo Melton is on injured reserve. He's out. Cornerback Kamal Hayden is out. Ankle injury. Cornerback Nate Hobbs is out. They all on injured reserve. Defensive lineman Jordan Riley is on injured reserve. So all safety Zane Anderson, all on IR. That's it. But there's no excuses, right, J-Mo? I'm just reading the injury report. This is the injury report for the Packers, but no excuses. Next man up. As far as the Bears, they won't have cornerback C.J. Gardner-Johnson today, nor linebacker Aman Agbanbimaga. I think I screwed his name up, but you know what I'm talking about. Nor will they have defensive lineman Joe Tryon Shoyanka. They all are out with concussions. That is for the Bears. So they got a couple of players out too. So again, no excuses, Bears fans. I'm just telling you the injury report. This is what the pack, and we've been walking into these games. Aaron Banks is not been healthy, but he's gonna go. Uh, Zach Tom hasn't been healthy, but he's got to go. Ain't all year. This team has been banged up all year. Obviously, losing Michael Parsons hurt, not having him. And speaking of which, I got to mention salute to Michael Parsons and Xavier McKinney. They both were named all to the first team All Pro team, by the way. So shout out to Michael Parsons and safety Xavier McKinney. Both were named first teams All Pro on today. Appreciate that follow, Lil Savage. So there you have it. The Packers are 30-7 versus the Bears, counting the playoffs since 2008. Again, I'm giving you this little info. This is just to give you some context, but this doesn't mean anything. This is the third playoff game between the Packers and the Bears. Again, the Packers are on a 4-game losing streak. Yeah, it's a green screen. That's not a good thing. That's not a good sign coming into this game. Again, the Bears won the NFC North with that for the first time in since 2018. The Bears also led the NFL in interceptions with 23, with takeaways with 33, and they only committed a league low 11 turnovers. So the Bears do not beat themselves. They do not turn the ball over, and they good at taking it away. So far as the key to this game, always you're going to say turnovers is going to be a key. The team that makes the least mistakes and doesn't turn the ball over a lot of times get themselves a better chance to win. That's anybody knows that. That's common sense. But I think that the one key to this game is going to be time of possession. I think if the Bears can control the clock, because quite frankly, our defense has not been good at getting teams off the field. Yeah, what's up, Angel? Good Saturday to you. Same to you. If we can't get these dang Bears in third and long situations and get them off the field, it's going to be a tough one. Allen says the key to this game would be the running game. Yes, because the Bears top 5 run game in the league. I think we were like 8th in the league as far as running. But it is what it is. We got to get some pressure on Williams too. Keep him in the pocket, but we hadn't been doing that either. Rashawn Gary hadn't had a sack damn near 8 weeks. You know, Lucas Van Ness has been a disappearing act. So without Michael Parsons on that defensive side, it's going to be tough. Again, our back end of our defense has quite frankly been mediocre. That is the Packers. We signed Trevon Diggs. Will he be a help? He's a fresh body. That's all I can say about Trevon Diggs. We needed some quarterbacks because hell, all of them hurt. Yeah, JoJo says time for our defense to step up. So Joe P says someone convinced me they'll win. I think we got a shot, but I think our level, I think the margin for error for the Packers is about like this. You can't be turning the ball over. You can't go 0 for 5 in the red zone because our red zone's offense has been pretty mediocre as well. We hadn't converted in the red zone very well the last month and a half either. Big Fat L coming back to Green Bay tonight. Oh, okay, Timmy. Appreciate that. What up, Cool C? Yeah, I've heard Karl Malone before. Thank you, Cool C. I've heard Karl Malone. I've heard quite a few other people they say our favorite. But yeah, Karl Malone comes up quite a bit. Yeah, we haven't won since. Yeah, it's been rough. 4 losses in a row. So again, Bears Packers 7 p.m. Amazon Prime is going down, and I'm picking my Packers to win this thing. Think we're gonna shock the world. And oh, by the way, the Packers was a 1.5-point favorite. The last I looked, it's probably changed. That was on Thursday or Friday. Courtney says, "Go Vikings." I see you. Let's go, Pack. It may have changed, but I was kind of surprised they had us by 1.5. I don't know, but I'm I think we're gonna come in here, man, and we're gonna win this game today. I'm picking the Packers to beat the Bears 22-17. That's what I'm going with. And I'm gonna go. I'm riding with my team, win or lose. But I think this is gonna be a tough game. What's the weather? I meant to look at the weather conditions, which it doesn't matter at this point. What is the weather conditions going to be at kickoff, 7 p.m. tonight? Anybody know in the chat? Anybody know what in Chicago what the weather is going to be looking like? Oh, it's raining in Chicago right now. So is it just going to be rain or snow? Snow. Okay, snowing, cold snow. Okay. It's going to be cloudy and about 34 degrees. Okay. I mean, again, it doesn't matter. Both these teams are used to playing in crazy conditions. So in January, so what you expect? Vindy says, I'm in Chicago, diehard Packers fan. I know you get the business. I know they be giving you the business over there in Chi-Town because I'm in Texas and I'm a Packers fan and I be getting the business. But these daggone Cowboy fans down here don't bother me. I pay them no mind. I'm in Wisconsin and a Bear. Well, I bet you get the business too, sassy pants Bears fan. Cheesehead, let's go. In OKC and they hate it. Okay, go Pack, go. What up, Foley? I remember seeing you in here from Cali. That's what's up. I remember seeing you in my chat. Mikey says, I live in Wisconsin. I fly the Bear flags. Well, I know you're getting the business, Mikey. Appreciate that, Junior Clips. Appreciate that follow. For real. Go Pack, go. F those Bears. I'm with you. DJ Dangerous drops. I appreciate that. So again, those are the two games today. Again, I'm gonna probably do my post game. I'm gonna do my post game reaction, regardless of winning or loss. I will be back live tonight after this Packers Bears game, and I will be giving my post game reaction on what's going down. So, NFL wild card Saturday. Again, it's going down. First game on Fox, it's got the Rams, 5-seed Rams at the 4th-seed Panthers. Again, that kicks off at 3:30 p.m. on Fox. And then the nightcap, again, 7th-seeded Packers at the 2-seeded Bears, 7 p.m. on Amazon Prime. And it's going to be a good one. I think both games today are going to be pretty entertaining, in my opinion. And then, obviously, on Sunday, we got the other 3 games. I meant to write them down. I know that we got CBS got an early game, Fox got the mid game, and then NBC has the late game, which I believe is the Chargers at the Patriots, I believe is the Sunday night game. The Eagles, the 49ers at the Eagles is the middle game on Fox. Yeah, starting a rumor today, Steve says the Packers trade Malik to the Raiders for Crosby and a first-round pick. I don't. Well, see, here's the thing with that, Steve. Malik only signed a 1-year deal, so I don't live in Green Bay, so he's technically a free agent after this season ends. So technically, I mean, he'll be a free agent. So they won't even have to trade him. He only signed when they traded for him. He only was on a 1-year contract anyway. So Malik can kind of go wherever he wants to, unless the Packers offer him something that he can't refuse, and he stays. You never know. We'll see. Yeah, Sean, I think he is. I think he's going to be somewhere else. As much as I want him to stay, I think he's going to get an opportunity to be a starter somewhere else. That is Malik Willis. I think he's going to be offered more money. I mean, again, he was only on a 1-year deal, and I'm sure I don't know how much that was, but he's going to go somewhere else where he's going to command big. The Raiders may be a team that look to bring him in. Obviously, they got the first pick. Most likely, they're going to probably pick a quarterback. I'm assuming they're going to go with the guy from Indiana. So we'll see. You have a great day too, Sancy Pants. I appreciate the love in the chat too. Appreciate that. So speaking of which, I am in. If you want to know where I am in Tyler, Texas. By the way, I am Wisconsin born. I was born in the mill. Texas raised. I am basically an hour and a half east of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex and an hour west of Shreveport, Louisiana. That's where I'm located. Yeah. So if you want to know, again, I am in Texas. I am not in Wisconsin, but I was born in the mill. I appreciate that follow, Noah. Your kids live in Tyler? Is that where you're talking about, Sassy Pants? Wow. Yeah, this is the home of the Tyler Rose Hall of Famer, Earl Campbell, by the way. Northwest Indiana in the house. I know you feeling good today, Sean. Them Hoosiers They put it on them Oregon Ducks, boy. They turned them into geese, didn't they? Ooh, we them Hoosiers put it on them. What up, Gracie, fellow cheesehead? Yeah, what's up, Omar from Washington State? That's what's happening. Yeah. So yes, sir. From Cali, I see you. Indiana is in the house. I know y'all feeling some good vibes from Indiana. Speaking of that, I watched that last night. It's the Indiana Hoosiers, the U in the national championship. That goes down on January 19th. And speaking of which, just to give you an idea, if you want to throw some gifts your boy way, January 19th just so happens to be my born day. That's right. Will be watching the national championship game on my born day, which is January the 19th. So there you have it. What do you think about? I think it was a low risk. I mean, high reward, low risk. We need it. I mean, I like it. He's not a permanent fix to the secondary, but I like it. I'll take it. We need bodies. Our secondary is just straight banged up and mediocre right now. So yeah, we'll take him. Yeah, put him on the field. He got to go today. Yeah, he got to go today. I don't see him being, financially it wasn't no big risk for us. We only have to pay him $500,000 because his rest of his contract was non-guaranteed. He didn't have any more guaranteed money on his contract with the Cowboys. So basically all we had to do was play the remaining of his this year's salary, which I believe was like $447,000. So again, no big time financial risk. And we needed a body in the secondary. So there you have it. So let's talk about this real quick before we get out of here. NFL head coaches got the boot this week, ladies and gentlemen. We now have 8 openings. Yeah, he is playing today too. We're going to see. We have 8 NFL head coaching openings today, ladies and gentlemen. And I don't think anybody was surprised by the one that happened in Cleveland. I don't think anybody was surprised that Kevin Stefanski was fired. But I think the big one was Baltimore. And there have been rumblings that Jim Harbaugh may be out if they didn't get into the playoffs or make a deep playoff run. And so be it. On Tuesday, he was I think it may have been Wednesday. He was fired after 18 seasons. One Super Bowl win, Super Bowl 47. He was 180 and 113. He's the 14th. Has his 180 wins, ranks 14th in the NFL and league history. He was 13 and 11 in the playoffs. So that was a big shocker. John Harbaugh out in Baltimore after 18 years. But now we have 8 openings. I want to ask you, look, guys, obviously, again, Kevin Stefanski was let go in Cleveland. Raheem Morris was let go in Atlanta. Pete Carroll in Las Vegas. Jonathan Gannon in Arizona. Brian Daboll earlier in the year with the Giants. Brian Callahan earlier in the year with the Tennessee Titans. And Mike McDaniel with the Dolphins on Thursday. Which one of these teams do you think is the most attractive, and which one is the least attractive? In your opinion, what's up, Cole's Helm? Bear down. Yep, it's going down. In your opinion, which one is the most attractive and which one is the least attractive? Bears 34, Packers 24. I see you, Mo Ruckus. But you think Jim gets John for a coordinator? I hadn't thought about that. Yeah, Rob. I think Baltimore. I mean, obviously you already got your quarterback in place with Lamar Jackson. I think that's probably when you look at it from top to bottom, that could be but I also think possibly Tennessee with the young Cam Ward could be attractive too. And even the Giants with Jackson Dart. So it's, I believe Harbaugh is going to probably have his pick of which one of these jobs he wants. I think he's jumped to the head of the list when it comes to these head coaching openings, in my opinion. I think that's something we're going to be talking about here for the next couple of weeks. Matter of fact, this morning, I just read where the Atlanta Falcons have brought on Matt Ryan to be their president of football. Arthur Blank, the owner of the Falcons, created a new position called president of football. Matt Ryan, He's going to be a Hall of Famer later on. Definitely, Atlanta Falcons great. He's going to be the president of football, and he is going to be charmed with the task of hiring the next GM as well as the head coach for the Atlanta Falcons. Yeah, I'm ready for the night, son. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, you think Harbaugh to Miami, Charles? Yeah, because it's the only problem with that. What are they going to do with Tua? Because there's so many things. They looking for a GM too, by the way. Miami's looking to hire a GM too. And from what I was reading, Steve, they did hire a GM, if I'm not mistaken. I think the Dolphins did hire a GM on yesterday. Uh, Yeah, Raiders get Harbaugh. They needed more. Sullivan. My heart feels like the Packers are going to be. I think they are not going to win. I'm a Pack fan. Go Packers. The only bad thing is we don't have Parsons. At least we got Diggs, though. Yeah, it's definitely I hate we don't have Parsons. Mike McDaniel or OC next year in Green Bay. Matt, you never know. A lot of people saying that Mike McDaniel is going to be an offensive coordinator somewhere. You like Harbaugh to Miami, Stefanski to the New York Giants, but I'm so sick of all the rehash. Yeah, it's a lot of rehash, Rob. You right. Yeah, that's right. They did sign Sullivan. Yeah, he was on the Green Bay. I forgot what his title was with the Packers, but they did sign him as the next GM. So now they're going to move forward with Troy Aikman as a consultant as well for the dog. They're going to move forward with finding a new head coach. And you're right. Now it may be sounding like Harbaugh could be looking to go to South Beach. Uh, but all we'll keep it locked in. We keep you posted. Some of these college coaches' name, especially the Indiana head coach, Signetti. I think I'm saying that right. His name is probably going to start popping up on these lists because a lot of times a lot of these NFL teams, if they see a hot college coach that's did some things like he's done at Indiana, his name is probably going to be popping up on some lists too. Cindy Love from Philly, rooting for y'all to beat the Bears. I appreciate the love, Steph. Appreciate the love. Sean, appreciate the follow. Aikman is a great move. Knows the game, knows people better than most. It's a great move, Rob, but it's just a consult. He's not officially going to be part of the Dolphins. This is just, they brought him Eddie, the GOAT. Is he the GOAT? Well, he damn sure looked like it last night because some Indiana Hoosiers, man, they made Oregon look miserable. They BTA'd Oregon last night. They BTA'd them last night, So we're gonna keep it locked and see what happens with these head coaches and positions because I'm sure it's going to be more to come. Charles says Stephen Ross is a Michigan graduate and a huge booster to Michigan. Ross and Harbaugh dad are best friends. Well, there's the connection, Charles. Damn. Well, you are definitely going to keep it locked on John Harbaugh going to Miami then, because that's that connection. You know what they say. They did embarrass him last night. A lot of times it ain't who you know, is what you know. No matter what profession you in. It was brutal. I was expecting the game, but it was straight BTA. It was brutal. I was expecting the game too, especially when Oregon they threw that pick right off the jump. I was like, oh, okay, Indiana came ready. But then they would come down and they were kind of solid. They went on that long drive and tied it up. But then after that was a wrap. Indiana put the pedal to the metal, and they just told ass. They were dominant from then on. So we're gonna see what happens between the Hoosiers and the 10th rated Miami Hurricanes down in, where's this going? It's taking place in Miami, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, same way Oregon did Texas Tech. Yeah, Texas Tech offense let them down. Texas Tech defense did enough to beat Oregon, but Texas Tech offense just couldn't get nothing. Yeah, what do you think would be the deciding factors in tonight's game? Rob, I said it earlier, as far as the Bears Packers. I'm gonna keep an eye on the time of possession. If we could limit possessions for the Bears, get them in third longs, that's going to be a key for the Packers to win. I think, as far as the Bears, I think they're going to do this. They're going to go at that back end of the defense. They're going to go at that secondary, and if they have success in that area, it's going to be a long night for the Packers, and the Bears will probably come away with the W. But I'm picking my Packers to hold serve, Part 3, I think we're going to get it done in the Windy City. I think we're going to get it done with all the patchwork injuries and stuff we got. I think we're going to get it done 22-17. Charles McClain says, as a Lions fan, I think Bears are the better team, but Packers win because of the postseason experience. Yes, Watson is back tonight. Yeah. Yeah, all that Packers gear not helping. Man, hey, leave me alone. Hey, man, I got them dressed. I got to dress to impress, get my fellas ready. Yeah, you talk about my Packer gear. Man, I got my Packers fan on. I got my mug over here. What else I got? Shoot, I got my slides. Where my slides at? Got my slides that I'm going to be walking through the house with when I go fill my cup up. I got, oh, man, wait a minute. I got my Packer. I got this mug here. I got my Packers mug there. What else I got? I got my Packers sticky notes. I got my Packers sticky notes when I'm taking notes during. Man, listen. It's going down. It's going down over here, man. Y'all feel me? It's going down right here. If you was at my crib tonight, we would be having a good time tonight because it's going down. Got me some wine. I'm gonna be pouring it up. I'm gonna be ready. It's going down. Packers, Bears. Let's get it. Let's get it. Win or go home. Win or go home. That's all it is tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Win or go home. Yeah. So again, I'm Kendrick, the sports guy, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna get off of here, man. And listen, I'm gonna get ready to watch that first game, but I definitely will be back later tonight. I probably will do a pop-in live at halftime of the Bears-Packers game. Make sure you follow me right here on TikTok. That's Kendrick Henderson 51. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channels, check me out over there as well. Kendrick Sports Hustle as well as TFG Sports Media. Like and follow them both on Facebook if you're on that social media platform. You can also follow me on Instagram at Kendrick1969. And again, make sure you hit that follow button right here, Kendrick Henderson 51 on TikTok. Ray Hayes says, I'm going to be wearing my love jersey and drink out of my love mug. All righty. That's what I'm talking about. So again, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble. It's going down in Chi-Town. Green and gold. It's getting ready to go say. What is it? What did the former Packers quarterback used to say? We own you. We own you, Green. We own you, Chicago. It's going down in the Windy City, baby. All right, man. I'm Kendrick, the sports guy. Let me get out of here before I get to clowning. You all have a great rest of your Saturday. Again, I'll be back later on tonight. All right. Peace, love, and light. Deuces. All right, Facebook and YouTube. If you watch, man, I missed some comments over here because again, if you ain't over here in the on my TikTok let me see. That's my good brother Joe Turr. I like your ticker. Is that new? No, it's not new, Joe. It is a part of StreamYard. I use StreamYard for this is how I do my live streams through Facebook and YouTube. It's a pretty good thing. It's really, really nice. You can do tickers, you can do other things. I'm gonna do some other things with it once I upgrade, once I get my bag up, so I can get some better laptop where I can stream better. But yeah, it's StreamYard. Check it out. You might dig it too if you want to do some of your own stuff. Joe says, Miami ownership equal Michigan people. Okay. Thanks, Joe. I mean, there was a guy over in my TikTok chat. I did not know that Stephen Ross and John, the Harbaugh's father, were best friends. So it sounds like, yeah, that makes sense then. John Harbaugh probably would end up in Miami. Joe's gone now, but I appreciate you watching, brother. Yeah, I was on TikTok getting it in over there. I get a few viewers on Facebook and YouTube, but not like I do on TikTok. So you go where the attention is. You go where you celebrate it, not tolerate it. But I ain't going nowhere Facebook and YouTube. Y'all, I'm still gonna be coming live, popping up over here. Make sure y'all follow me over on TikTok at Kendrick Henderson 51 as well. And make sure you like and subscribe and share this to all your social media platforms as well. So again, I am Kendrick, the sports guy. It is going down tonight again. The Rams at the Panthers. That's the first one that kicks off at 3:30 p.m. on Fox. And then we got the nightcap, Packers at the Bears, round 3, 7 p.m. Amazon Prime. I picked the Rams to beat the Panthers. I want to say I wrote the scores, my scores down. I don't know why I got so many notes. I picked the Rams to beat the Panthers 30-17, and I picked my Packers to beat the Bears 22-17 as well. So again, I am Kendrick the Sports Guy. I would be back on TikTok giving my own reaction to this Bears Packers game, probably just on TikTok. So make sure, if you haven't already, follow me over there, Kendrick Henderson 51. It goes down in the DM, well, it actually goes down in the live chat over there on TikTok. If you haven't followed me there, make sure you subscribe to the channel here as well on YouTube. That is Kendrick Sports Hustle, as well as TFG Sports Media. And also like and follow them both on Facebook. And make sure you follow me on Instagram at KDrick1969. So again, ladies and gentlemen, hope you all have a great rest of your Saturday. It's NFL Wild Card Weekend. It's going down today. And I'm Kendrick the Sports Guy. We'll see you on the other side. And on the next report, I am out. Deuces.